Rasengan is Naruto's signature technique and one of the most iconic jutsu that represents his journey of growth. Its intense spiraling motion creates a massive destructive force capable of blowing away opponents in a single strike. Initially invented by Minato Namikaze, Rasengan has been continuously developed and refined by Naruto himself. As the story progresses, the variations of the Rasengan become increasingly diverse and complex. In the original manga alone, there are as many as 13 different versions used by Naruto and others. Therefore, in today's video, we'll explore every Rasengan that has appeared so far, including those from the movie installments. Let's get started. 1. Basic Rasengan. This is the original form and the foundation of all Rasengan variations. The technique was developed by Minato Namikaze, Naruto's father, and later passed down to and used by Jiraiya, Kakashi, Naruto, Konohamaru, and many other Leaf Village shinobi. Rasengan utilizes shape transformation of chakra, compressing a massive amount of chakra into a dense, rotating energy sphere. At first, Naruto struggled to control his chakra, so he used shadow clones to divide the task. One clone released the chakra, while the other shaped it into a sphere. His first combat use of Rasengan was against Kabuto, and even though it was his debut attempt, the attack landed successfully. Another iconic scene is Minato's flying Raijin Rasengan against Obito, which remains one of the most memorable moments in the entire series. Number 2. Nine-Tails Rasengan. This variant is created when Naruto is influenced by Kurama's chakra. Without using clones, he can form the Rasengan with one hand. Its core remains the familiar blue color, surrounded by Kurama's ferocious red chakra, greatly amplifying its power. Naruto used this version during his battle against Sasuke at the Valley of the End, when Sasuke was in his Curse Mark Level 2 form. Although Sasuke's forehead protector deflected the blow, causing Naruto to lose, the collision between Rasengan and Chidori created an enormous chakra explosion, one of the most unforgettable visual moments in the series. Number 3. Big Ball Rasengan, Ōdama Rasengan. This is a supersized version of the Rasengan, magnified several times larger than usual. It consumes far more chakra, but its destructive power and range increased dramatically in return. It first appeared during the Rescue Gaara arc, when Naruto, partially transformed by Kurama's chakra, used it to defeat Itachi's clone. The size of the sphere evolved over time, initially only slightly larger than the basic version, but by the Fourth Great Ninja War it had grown tremendously, symbolizing Naruto's incredible progress and overwhelming strength. Number 4. Twin Rasengan, Rasenrengan. This technique allows Naruto to create two Rasengans simultaneously, one in each hand. By using shadow clones, he can coordinate dual attacks on his opponent. Each Rasengan is as powerful as the original, but when used together, the combined force becomes devastating. Even if one misses, the other can still strike, making this move both powerful and strategic. One Rasengan is already dangerous, but two at once turns the tide of battle instantly. 5. Fūton Rasengan. This is a Rasengan infused with the wind-release nature, Fūton. The Rasengan was originally developed to shape chakra, but adding a chakra nature transformation to it is an extremely difficult task. Naruto used 3 shadow clones to divide the work. One clone formed the Rasengan, another infused the wind-release property, and the third performed the final execution. Through this coordination, he successfully created the Fūton Rasengan. This technique is stronger than the basic Rasengan, powerful enough to overpower Kakashi's Rasengan and even injure his hand, proving that Naruto had achieved something his father could not. Number 6. Fūton Rasenshuriken. This technique takes the Rasengan as its core, with wind-release chakra forming it into a massive shuriken. Upon impact, countless microscopic chakra blades at the nanoscale shred the opponent's cellular chakra pathways. The attack's incredible speed and density make it nearly impossible to detect, even with the Byakugan. However, the drawback is that Naruto must make direct contact with his target, which lightly damages the chakra pathways in his own arm. Overusing the technique could endanger his future as a ninja, so Tsunade restricted its use to prevent long-term injury. Number 7. Supergiant Rasengan, Ōdama Rasengan. This is a greatly enlarged version of the Great Ball Rasengan, where the size increases exponentially, along with its destructive power. However, because it consumes an enormous amount of chakra, the technique is typically most effective when used in Sage Mode, Senin Mode. Only 2 people have been shown using this jutsu, Jiraiya and Naruto. It first appeared during the battle between Naruto, in Sage Mode, and Pain. However, the technique isn't limited to Sage Mode. During the Fourth Great Ninja War, Naruto used the Supergiant Rasengan even in his normal state to attack Madara, demonstrating both the power and flexibility of the technique. Number 8. Multiple Rasengan Barrage, Rasengan Chotarengan. This technique allows Naruto to create numerous shadow clones, with each pair of clones working together to form a single Rasengan. As a result, the total number of Rasengan equals half the number of clones he summons. If all Rasengan hit the target simultaneously, the destructive impact is devastating. However, the drawback is that when a shadow clone is destroyed, the Rasengan it created disappears as well. Naruto once used this technique in his inner world while attempting to extract the Nine-Tails chakra, but several of his clones were struck down by Kurama's tails before they could launch their attacks, showing that while the technique is immensely powerful, it requires careful tactical execution. 9. Supergiant Multiple Rasengan Barrage. Ōdama Rasengan Tarengan. This is a powerful upgraded version of the Multiple Rasengan Barrage. Naruto summons an even larger number of shadow clones to create multiple supergiant Rasengan simultaneously. Each Rasengan in this technique possesses far greater power than a regular one, and when all of them strike at once, the resulting explosion can obliterate an entire area. This jutsu serves as the perfected form of the earlier Rasengan Tarengan, enhancing both its strength and attack range to an entirely new level. In the series, when Naruto activated Rasengan Tarengan in Sage Mode, the ordinary Rasengan expanded into Supergiant Rasengan, forming a seamless chain of attacks from Rasengan Tarengan to Ōdama Rasengan Tarengan. The destructive power of this technique is enough to blow away even a tailed beast, making it one of the most powerful Rasengan variants ever created. Number 10. Rasengan Tentacle, Rasengan Ranga. This is a technique Naruto uses while in Nine-Tails Chakra mode. He creates multiple chakra arms, Nyobi chakra arms, to generate several Rasengans simultaneously. Each chakra arm can form a Rasengan on its own, extending and striking from multiple directions at once, making the Rasengan bloom around him like radiant flowers. Without the need for shadow clones, Naruto can attack numerous enemies simultaneously. Thanks to the immense energy of the Nine-Tails chakra, the power of each Rasengan is significantly amplified. During the Fourth Great Ninja War, this technique allowed Naruto to swiftly eliminate countless white Zetsu hidden among the allied shinobi forces, proving its exceptional combat efficiency. Number 11. Rasengan Sphere, Rasengan Kyūga. This technique is also used by Naruto in Nine-Tails Chakra mode. He forms a massive supergiant Rasengan, then uses his chakra arms to pull enemies toward it and hurl them straight into the gigantic sphere. It's important to note that the Rasengan itself doesn't pull enemies in. Naruto manually drags them closer. A single Rasengan can wipe out multiple opponents at once, making this technique extremely effective in terms of area damage. Similar to Rasengan Ranga, Rasengan Sphere showcases Naruto's refined chakra control and overwhelming offensive power. 12. Planetary Rasengan, Wakusei Rasengan. This is a technique Naruto uses in Nine-Tails Chakra mode. He forms a large Rasengan at the center, surrounded by 3 smaller Rasengan for a total of 4 spheres rotating around each other. This structure makes the technique resemble a large planet orbited by smaller satellites. The 4 Rasengan spin in different directions, creating an intense, chaotic vortex when they merge together, greatly enhancing destructive power. Naruto used this technique to obliterate the Edo Tensei reincarnated second Tsuchikage, demonstrating the immense strength of the Rasengan, combined with Nine-Tails Chakra. 13. Mini Rasengan Shuriken. This is an extremely small version of the Rasengan Shuriken. While in Nine-Tails Chakra mode, Naruto forms them at his fingertips, aided by 2 miniature chakra arms, to create tiny, yet powerful Rasengan Shuriken. Despite their small size, their destructive power remains immense. When combined into a larger attack, they are strong enough to sever a white Zetsu's leg, showcasing Naruto's remarkable precision and overwhelming strength. Number 14. Great Ball Rasengan Barrage, Ōdama Rasengan Dairendan. In this technique, Naruto summons hundreds of shadow clones, lining them up in a long formation like a giant serpent, each clone wielding a Great Ball Rasengan and attacking simultaneously. Thanks to the wide, spread-out formation, this technique can cover an entire battlefield, striking across an enormous area. Although some clones appear idle or without Rasengan, during the Fourth Great Ninja War, this technique still proved powerful enough to make Edo Tensei Madara cautious, demonstrating its immense destructive potential. 15. Super Mini Bijūdama. Although the Bijūdama is an exclusive technique of the tailed beasts, the Rasengan itself was originally inspired by the Bijūdama's principle. When Naruto entered Kurama mode, he used either shadow clones or Kurama's chakra arms to form the Super Mini Bijūdama. This version possessed far greater power than the standard Rasengan, and since the Bijūdama embodies the might of a Bijū, the technique carried immense destructive potential, especially when used in conjunction with other supporting abilities. 16. Bijūdama Rasengan, Jinchūriki Rasengan. This technique was utilized by Naruto during his six-path Sage mode. He combined a standard Rasengan with the chakra of the tailed beasts, creating a variant infused with the natural energy of the Sage of Six Paths. The surface of the Rasengan bore markings resembling the tail patterns of Shikkoku, symbolizing the unity between human ninjutsu and Bijū energy. Inside the Rasengan resided a sealing technique, powered by Shikkoku's chakra, capable of trapping any opponent it touched. In the story, Naruto employed this variant, known as Fūton Rasengan, in an attempt to seal Madara after his resurrection. Although Madara managed to evade the attack and the plan failed, this remains one of the strongest Rasengan variations ever created, representing the pinnacle of Six Paths power. 17. Bijūdama Rasengan Shuriken, Unlike other Rasengan Shuriken variants, this one has a black core. The technique is formed by combining Bijū Chakra with a Bijūdama core, granting it extraordinary destructive strength. While in 6 Paths mode, Naruto could generate multiple of these attacks simultaneously. During battle, he used this technique to obliterate all the meteorites summoned by Edo Tensei Madara, leaving both Sakura and Kakashi stunned by its overwhelming power. 18. Shakuton Kōrin Shippū Shikkoku no Shiki. This is a combination attack performed by Naruto and Sasuke. It merges Naruto's Nine-Tails Rasengan Shuriken with Sasuke's Enton Susanoo Kagutsuchi, using perfectly synchronized chakra. As Naruto once remarked, wind enhances fire, and this synergy created an attack far more powerful than either technique on its own. 19. Super-tailed Beast Rasenshuriken, Bijū Rasengan Shuriken. Naruto unleashed this technique in his final battle against Otsutsuki Kaguya. In 6 Paths Sage mode, he created 9 shadow clones, each forming a Rasengan Shuriken imbued with the unique chakra nature of a different tailed beast. A single Rasengan Shuriken was already devastating, but when 9 of them were launched simultaneously, the opponent stood virtually no chance of defense. 20. Ultra Big Ball Rasenshuriken. This technique was used by Naruto during his final battle against Sasuke. By absorbing an immense amount of natural energy, Naruto transformed into his Asura form with 6 arms. On each side, he created 2 massive Rasenshuriken and a Bijū Rasengan, then hurled them at his opponent. The resulting destructive power was so immense that it could rival Sasuke's Indra's Arrow, a technique combining all of Sasuke's chakra and Susanoo's might, and even reshape the surrounding landscape. This is arguably the most powerful Rasengan Naruto has ever used. 21. 7-Color Rasengan. This version appeared in the movie Naruto Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow. Essentially, it functions like a regular Rasengan, but when Naruto used it to defeat the final boss, Dodo Kazahana, the light reflecting off the surrounding ice refracted into the Rasengan, creating a striking 7-colored rainbow effect. 22. Gelel Power Rasengan. Featured in Naruto the movie, Legend of the Stone of Gelel, this green Rasengan was used to defeat the final antagonist, Haido. Its official name was never confirmed, so it is commonly referred to as the Gelel Power Rasengan. In the movie, Naruto infused his Rasengan with the energy of the Gelel mineral to deliver the finishing blow. There is also a brief scene where he uses a red Rasengan, which may have drawn upon the Nine-Tails' leaking chakra. 23. Crescent Moon Rasengan. Appearing in Naruto the movie Guardians of the Crescent Moon Kingdom, this film original technique was enhanced by the Crescent Moon energy of Crescent Island. It is slightly larger than the standard Rasengan, and its most distinctive feature is the visual effect, making the Rasengan appear as if it overlaps with the crescent moon in the sky. 24. Super Chakra Rasengan. This version appeared in Naruto Shippūden the movie. It is a collaborative technique combining Naruto's chakra with the power of Shion, a priestess from the land of demons. Naruto used this Rasengan to destroy a massive monster that once nearly brought about the end of the world. 25. Tornado Rasengan. This technique appeared in Naruto Shippūden Bonds. At the end of the movie, when Naruto was nearly drained of chakra by the antagonist Shino, the overwhelming amount of Nine-Tails chakra proved too much for him to absorb. The excess chakra burst outward, triggering the Tornado Rasengan. Working in tandem with Sasuke's synchronized attack, the combined strikes separated Shino from Rei. In the same movie, Naruto also used the Doko Konjo Rasengan, though in reality, it was simply a standard Rasengan under a different name. 26. Taikyoku Rasengan. Featured in Naruto Shippūden, The Lost Tower, this technique combined the chakra of Naruto and Minato's son, Naruto from the future, with Minato himself, producing a Rasengan of blue and green hues that was both visually stunning and powerful. The name Taikyoku Rasengan was given by Minato. It was a temporary designation, as the movie's script was written before the manga storyline was finalized. Nevertheless, it remains one of the most beloved Naruto movies. 27. Spiraling Ring. This technique appeared in Road to Ninja Naruto the movie and was used by Namikaze Menma, the alternate version of Naruto from the Tsukuyomi world. Although not a Rasengan in the strict sense, it is worth mentioning. The attack manifests as a black sphere, surrounded by orbiting rings resembling Saturns, possessing enough destructive power to annihilate the Hidden Leaf Village. The movie also featured the reappearance of deceased Akatsuki members and Kushina's participation in battle, adding to its intrigue. 28. Rasensenko Rinbuko Sanshiki. A technique developed by the 4th Hokage, Namikaze Minato. Although never shown in action within the movie, its mechanism involves using 6 lightning-marked targets in conjunction with a high-speed Rasengan assault. The technique's name, long and somewhat cryptic, makes it hard for viewers to visualize, yet conceptually, it stands out as one of the most creative Rasengan-based inventions ever conceived. 29. Sage Art Rasengan Senpo Rasengan. This Rasengan variation was used by Minato against Madara when conventional ninjutsu had lost its effectiveness. To increase its lethality, the Rasengan was infused with Sage Chakra. However, the attack was countered, resulting in Minato's left arm being severed before the Rasengan could connect. Remember 30. Invisible Rasengan, used by Naruto's son, Uzumaki Boruto. Boruto's Rasengan is smaller than usual, but it is unconsciously imbued with the nature of light, allowing it to be thrown and temporarily become nearly invisible. Although its small size makes it less powerful than a regular Rasengan, Boruto can use this technique right from the start without the need for a shadow clone. And he even unconsciously added a property that not even the fourth Hokage could achieve. 31. Compressed Rasengan, a variant created by Boruto. Since the invisible Rasengan is smaller than normal, Boruto compresses it to increase its destructive power. Though powerful, the move exerts heavy recoil on his hand, making it impossible to use continuously. Still, it's a clever idea that allows Boruto to turn the tide of battle in his favor. 32. Supermassive Compressed Rasengan, an upgraded version of the Compressed Rasengan. This technique combines Mitsuki's chakra enhancement with Sarada's support, resulting in an immensely powerful attack. While it can be overpowered if blocked, the backlash is also severe. Boruto must bandage his arm afterward, and Mitsuki loses his right arm in the process. If Mitsuki weren't an artificial being created by Orochimaru, the damage might have been permanent. Father-son Rasengan. This is a collaborative Rasengan technique between Minato and Naruto, literally, father and son. During the Fourth Great Ninja War, both operated in their Bijū modes and enhanced the attack with tactical chakra, producing an extraordinary level of power. There is another cooperative Rasengan, known as the Taikyoku Rasengan, but due to its different execution, it is presented separately. 34. Supergiant Twisting Rasengan, a combination technique between Naruto and Boruto. It merges Boruto's vanishing Rasengan with Naruto's chakra, forming a Rasengan as large as a giant Rasengan, capable of defeating an Otsutsuki. This move appears in both Boruto, Naruto the movie, and the Boruto anime, though with slight differences. In the movie, the Rasengan directly impacts the enemy, while in the anime, Boruto throws the Rasengan, rendering it invisible before striking by surprise, still managing to defeat the foe. Thus, we've explored the many variations of the Rasengan. Although not every form has been mentioned, since numerous versions exist exclusively in the games, the sheer diversity of this technique remains astonishing. If you have your own thoughts or favorites, feel free to share them in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.